Archie was 15 years old and lived in his parents' small house with his sister. That night, Archie's parents had gone to visit their friends, and his sister Sally, as usual, sat down to watch television, turning the volume up to full blast. The boy, on the contrary, liked silence and often spent his days and nights in his room with an interesting book. Hearing that Sally had turned on the TV, the volume of which was driving him crazy and it was impossible to read even a paragraph, the boy threw the book aside and went out into the hallway. When he walked into the living room, he saw his sister sitting with her back to him and, to his surprise, watching horror movies. The boy knew that Sally had a horror aversion from childhood. He approached her from behind and asked her to turn it down a bit. There was no response. Archie got angry, picked up the remote that lying on the coffee table and turned the volume down, then went back to bed. A second later he heard Sally turn up the volume again. The boy went back and turned it down again, scolding his sister. This went on a few more times. Going back to bed he heard his sister turn the volume up again. Archie was fed up with this. He got out of bed in a rage and went back into the living room. The boy yelled at his sister, turned off the TV and took the remote with him. Walking down the hallway, Archie decided to go into the kitchen to make himself a couple sandwiches, but suddenly stopped. The door to his sister's room was ajar, and Sally was asleep on the bed. There was no way she could have gotten past him. The boy went back into the living room, and the girl was still sitting on the floor and continued to stare at the already turned off TV. The boy approached her from behind, but then casually looked at her reflection in the TV.